Hey guys, so here I have a Salon redesign for you, and we went very dark and sexy for this one. So I've started off by filing off my client's previous set and getting down to a thin base on the majority of nails. I'm using the black holographic multi-cut. I'm starting off by creating a crisp smile line, so I'm coming in with my cherry blossom. I've removed the liquid from the back of the bead, placing it where I want the centre of my smile line to be, and then using the tip of my brush to shape that acrylic. So creating that nice deep smile line and a nice wall there. And then coming in with the second bead, starting at the cuticle area and blending forward. And creating a second smile line, doing exactly the same thing. So coming in with the second bead, blending forward. And then just doing a backfill on this now. Coming in with full cherry blossom, because this one I'm going to use a Chameleon pigment over. And on the pinky finger, just adding a little bit of clear that backfill area, and then using a bead of clear acrylic to pick up some of that chunky cut glitter, placing on the nail, and then using the tip of my brush just to nudge around and put it into place. And by this time, the body of those nails will have set. So using my 150 grit file to file those smile lines nice and crisp. And dusting off. And then coming in with some black magic acrylic, placing at the centre and pushing right up into the wings. And then using my wet brush to just pick up a few little bits of that glitter just to place along the tip of that nail. And then doing the same on the other tip. So black magic up into the wings. Making sure there's good coverage, and then coming in with a tiny bit of glitter just on the tip of the nail. And then capping all the glitter, so starting with the pinky finger, using a bead of crystal glass to cap that, making sure it all goes matte so that I know it's all been encapsulated. When I file, I'm not going to cut into any of it. Again, capping that tip, making sure all that glitter goes matte. And when they're all set, coming into file, so free edge, side wall, free edge, around the cuticle area nice and gently, and then the rest of the nail. Now they're all filed and finished, I'm going to use Accents Black On to put down a thin base on that nude nail. It's a fantastic product. One coat, 60 seconds LED, and you're ready to go on with your pigments. And then I'm using my silicone tool with the tiniest bit of pigment and rubbing in my Chameleon pigment in there. And this one is called Valeria. And then using my pigment brush just to make sure I've got rid of all the excess. And then using my top coat, my first coat, floating it on, and then 30 seconds LED, and then top coating the other nails and doing the second top coat on that pigment. And then once that's come out the lamp and had a few minutes to cool down, putting on a little bit of cuticle oil, and there we have it. Dark and sexy set for one of my regulars. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Any questions or comments, please leave them below, and any requests, please pop that below too. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye!